What's up, everybody? Professional wrestler Chris Wilde back here with another video as we inch closer and closer to Eagles free agency. I'm here with my co-host, Little Carson, and Little Carson is dressed a little bit differently today because we're talking quarterbacks. He's got that mask on because he wants a thief. He wants somebody that's going to cause turnovers and get the offense the ball back. And that's why, as I titled, I do not think Byron Jones is the answer for this football team. Now, before I get into that, I just want you guys' opinion on something, especially the subscribers that I already have. I'm looking for a new name for this channel. Obviously, when people look up the Eagles, they're not going to see Chris Wilde in the search when they do that. So I'm looking for a new name. Right now on the table is News Now, Broad Street, and Parade on Broad. Those are the two names that I'm looking at. Let me know your opinions in the comment sections. Very well appreciated. Now moving on to the cornerbacks here in free agency. The Eagles have been linked to Byron Jones. It seems to get stronger by the day. And Byron Jones is looking for $17 million a year. He's going to cost a lot for the Eagles to get. And for the money, look, I'm not saying that Byron Jones isn't a good corner. That'd be silly. I think he's a good corner. There's a lot of things that I don't like about him. I talked about his stats in my earlier video about the double agents, Amari Cooper and Byron Jones. Check that out for more complete stats. We all know he's had like 1 or 2 interceptions in his career as a cornerback. And the people to that argument say, well, he's only thrown at about 10% of the time. I'm thinking, look, the Dallas Cowboys last year were ranked 23rd. They had a secondary that was ranked 23rd. It's not good. And it makes me wonder, are they not throwing to Byron Jones because the other corners are just that much worse on the Cowboys? You know, I look at Nnamdi Asomugha when we had him. People said the same thing. Oh, well, they didn't throw to Nnamdi. And then you saw what happened when he got here and he had to stay on one side of the football or cover the best receiver. He got burnt. Same with Byron Maxwell. And I just feel like the Eagles would fall into a trap with Byron Jones, especially at $17 million a year. That's a lot of money, guys. Watching Byron Jones, a lot of the times you see his highlights or lowlights. This is a guy that does something that I hate that cornerbacks do, and you never see them look for the ball while they're covering. You always see their back. Again, we've got a new defensive backs coach, Manuel, who was with the Seattle Seahawks in Legion of Boom era, who was defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. Here they went to the Super Bowl. I think that he's going to work well with the guys that they put in place. I just don't feel like Byron Jones is that guy. And who knows? I might be eating crow. I hope so. If they do sign him. However, there are some guys I think would fit well here, so let's get right to it. I'm looking at Logan Ryan. Logan Ryan, as we know, was drafted by the Patriots. Played for the Tennessee Titans last year. Solid cornerback, is from the area, went to college in Rutgers, was born in New Jersey, lived there. But better than anything, he's still young. He's 28 years old. He had 4 interceptions in 2019, and I just like his style of play. I think he'd fit well here in Philly. And you got to pair him up with somebody, right? So why not James Bradberry from the Carolina Panthers? Again, we're looking for youth. That's the one thing that we said we want this year. We want some youth because we were one of the oldest teams last year. So you bring in a James Bradberry who's 26 years old, had a good year last year. Again, if you pair him up with a guy like Logan Ryan, I just think it makes for a good combination. And look, the rookie class this year for cornerbacks, I'm not really that impressed by. But if you do find a diamond in the rough as far as a rookie cornerback, you know, I just think he fits. Again, we don't know what they're going to do with Malcolm Jenkins or Rodney McLeod, so your safety thing is an issue. But you do have Cravon LeBlanc and Avonte Maddox still on the team. Don't know if Sidney Jones will be here. But I think if you got those two guys, if you got Logan Ryan and James Bradberry, I think that's a really competitive group. And then there's another guy who's a dark horse, I think. He's 31 years old. So, again, we're not talking youth with him. But I do like his style. I don't think he's done. I think he still has gas left in the tank. A guy that maybe you can bring in here for a year as maybe they draft somebody. And this guy mentors him is Chris Harris Jr. He was linked to the Eagles during the trade deadline. Definitely wants out of Denver. Again, he's 31 years old. Had no interceptions last year. One of the only times that he didn't have any interceptions in the season. The other time was his rookie year in 2011. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler. Again, I just like his style of play. And if you can bring a guy like him in and maybe team him up with Logan Ryan or James Bradbury, I just think they're better options than putting all your money into the Byron Jones sweepstakes. Again, and maybe I'm wrong, and it'll come out that Byron Jones was one of the best free agents that we ever signed. I just don't see it that way, especially with the money. And look, Howie's got money to play with here, but we've got a lot of other needs, as we all know, on this team. Corner being one, and wide receiver being 1A. I mean, they're pretty much the same there. And then, of course, we're going to want some more defense as far as linebackers go. We really don't have any of those, and we're going to need some defensive line help as well. A lot of issues here. Howie does have 10 draft picks, as we were just granted the comp picks, earlier in the week. So we're looking at a first-round pick, a second-round pick, 2/3, 2 4ths, 2 5ths, and a 6th. I might be off. Maybe we got 3 4ths this year. Excuse my math. But anyway, look, guys, wanted to keep that one kind of short and sweet. I told you I think there's some other guys out there that are going to be better than paying full on for Byron Jones. It looks like the Eagles are going to do. Again, the name of the channel, I want to name it something. I give you guys the options in the beginning. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think there. And let me think if you guys have any other cornerbacks that you would like to see the Philadelphia Eagles acquire. Let me know. Of course, Darius Slay is on the table, but that would be in a trade. They're saying he could be a fallback option to Byron Jones. I don't want to have to trade for a corner when there's guys, like I said, out here that can make a difference for this football team. And again, I wouldn't be opposed to bringing Jalen Mills back. Definitely don't want Ronald Darby in this team anymore, but I wouldn't mind like a Jalen Mills, James Bradbury, Logan Ryan type of deal. So look, that's Chris Wilde. Who knows what the channel name is going to be? Little Carson's out. We'll see you guys later on in the week as I look at wide receivers, as we have a huge need for that. And then we'll dive into the draft, of course, in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe as always. You guys know the deal. Go Birds.